Hello, everybody. Today we're going over another trade recap. Let's freaking go. Today we won our trade, and I'm going to show you exactly what went down. What went down. So our bias carried over from Friday, which was bullish here. It was the last intermediate term high or intermediate term low that was swept. So you can see there's no other intermediate term highs that were swept past this one. So there's nothing. And then today we had an intermediate term high sweep and an inverse for this fair value gap after 10 o'clock. So the bias flipped midday. When the bias flips midday, we are allowed to have support from a fair value gap. So we ended up getting support. We ended up going back up in it and taking a dump. But by that time, the main day's move kind of already happened. And so we kind of just caught the tail end of this chop here. Still whatever. I mean, I still made some money, but nothing crazy. Now, I did want to analyze my entry a little more because here we go. So my entry was a little further down than I initially wanted it to be because it should have been here, should have been there. That should have been my entry. But what ended up happening was it had made this, had that one fair value gap, had that second fair value gap, and it ended up dipping up into it, but I didn't take an entry because I wanted it to be up here so that I can enter in 2 contracts instead of 1. Because if I had 2 contracts here, I would have been risking around 264. But if I had 2 contracts here, I'd be risking 300 plus, which is not really what I want to be doing. I want to be risking that much. So I was like, well, I'll just wait until it comes back up here. It never did. So it was kind of a dumb move on my part. I should have at least entered 1 contract there. But I ended up just taking on this fair value gap after seeing that massive run. I wanted to catch that move, which little bit of FOMO. It's kind of hard with my strategy, kind of just because I know that I mean, I don't have a super high win rate. And so I feel like, the wins, they matter. They do matter. And when I miss a move based off of a user error, that's gonna make me a little upset. And I think it definitely affected me today. Because I should have just entered there, and I didn't. Honestly, I think I just need to start, even if it's 300, I think I just need to start doing that, just entering 300 and just rolling with it. But yeah, other than that, oh, there we go. And that's where I had my stop loss. So it just, what in the world's going on there? I don't know. What? Wait, what is happening? Why did it hit my... I'm so confused. Here, let's... Why did it just hit my alert? What? What? What just happened? Okay. My guess as to what just happened is a contract month change. That's my guess. Because the price moved higher than it was displayed here. Well, shoot. Anyways, what I was going to say is I, after like 12, a little after I was kind of monitoring the trade, I had the stop loss pretty tight, pretty close to where my break even was. So I would have only lost $50. And I went out to buy groceries and I completely forgot I had a trade open. And when I got back, I was like, oh, shoot, I need to check the market. And I was up 140. And it was like around 420, 430-ish when I checked it. And so I just took the position off. Because typically, at least for my funded futures, the prop firm I was using, they close the trades at 4. And I'm guessing Tradeify's, they close the trades a little later. I think it's like 4:45 for them. But anyway, yeah. So I could just close the trade because typically I just cut it after 4 o'clock. Yeah, that's it though. Not super crazy day. And I'm thinking, I know tomorrow we have, hold on, gonna check the news. Tomorrow we have, actually, am I able to trade tomorrow? No, we have NFP tomorrow at 8:30, so I'm not trading. And I knew that, and that's why I'm going camping tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to share that on here, probably not, but I'm going camping tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. So, I have another YouTube channel where I like go off-roading and camping, so I'll put it in the description, why not? But so if you want to see what I'm doing there, then you can. But yeah, I'll be out in the wilderness tomorrow, not trading, not looking at the charts, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. Well, hope y'all have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening whenever you're watching this video, and I'll see you on Wednesday.